Here we'll watch the games played by Bill Wall in Caro Kann defense and won in 10 to 19 moves. Now I have made it into two parts because there are a large number of games. So in this part 1 I'll be showing games played as black and one. There are only 3 games, but white there are a lot of games which I'll put into another video. So let's start. This is e4. I've taken black at our side. c6, knight c3, d5, knight f3, bishop to g4, pinning the knight to the queen, d4, d cross e4, knight cross e4, bishop cross f3, g cross f3, e6, bishop to g2, knight to d7. This knight to d7 is again an important move in Caro Kann, and it should be played in such a way that you don't block the movement of the king. That we'll see in other games where white has won. So white gets advantage if you block your king. White castles short, queen to h4. Now threatening this pawn. Basically this h2 pawn only it is threatened, because he can get the bishop here to d6, and then the way if queen captures, then it is checkmate. So places queen to e1, but by this move is supporting f2 pawn. Now gets bishop to e7, bishop e3, knight f6, c4, black castles, b4, knight to h5. Now can you imagine how the checkmate is coming up? Try to find out how black is planning to checkmate the white king. Very intelligently this Bill Wall is doing it. Knight to g3, bishop he places now on d6, threatening. In fact, if he removes the knight, then it will be a checkmate. But he crosses. Knight cross h6. So he crosses the knight. And you know now how the checkmate has taken place. Matlab that was a totally wrong move made by white. So queen cross h2 and checkmate with bishop here. So he was attacking this h2 pawn, and white just supported his attack. Another game we'll see. This is made in 15 moves. Bill Wall is black. Played in b10 Caro Kann version. e4, c6, bishop to c4, d6, e cross d6, c cross, e cross d5, c cross d5, bishop to b5 and check, knight c6. So many times black will also play bishop to d7, threatening the bishop, and then he captures exchanges the bishop. Knight is also okay here. He threatens the pawn with queen. Queen to f3. Now plays a6 and threatens the bishop. Bishop crosses the knight. Pawn crosses bishop. Moves the pawn to d4. Knight f6. Knight to h3. Bishop g4. Forking the queen and knight. Queen moves to b3. Moves to e6. Knight to g5. Bishop to e7. Queen to b7. Knight d7. Blocking the attack on this bishop e7. It's not a great attack, but okay. h3. Plays h3, threatening the bishop. Rook to b8. Queen cross c6. Bishop cross g5. Now can you imagine that the checkmate to white is nearing? Just think. B cross g5. Queen cross g5. Now what do you imagine? Because white has not imagined it. White plays queen to c7. And there is a checkmate in 1 now. White has totally ignored. Just try to find out. Queen to c1 and checkmate. Now one more game only played in Bilbao. It's black. e4 c6, d4 d5, e5, bishop f5. It's an advanced variation, so normally bishop is taken here. Now I have studied a lot of about this, and whether to take the bishop out or not is a real problem. But in advanced variation is taken. Some of the variations bishop is not taken out, because mainly the attack on the king will be through this diagonal or this diagonal. Mostly white diagonal attack is there. So bishop helps if it is at home, because after this what black will play is black will play e6 and block the backward movement of the bishop. No coming back. Bishop to d3. And normally in Caro Kann this bishop on the white square is exchanged, because there is a great threat from white square bishop. So black has exchange. queen cross d3. That is an obvious move also. Now brings e6 up now. Now see the pawn structure, very nice pawn structure of the black. It's like queen's gambit declared. Yet many times black loses. It's very difficult to play Caro Kann with black. Now next video is still how white attacks. And if you are not cautious all the time, because you are not been able to castle, see, it's not a single piece is removed. Neither knight, neither nor bishop has moved. So he plays knight to c3, bishop to b4 and pins the knight. Now at least bishop has moved. This knight cannot move to f6 because there is a threat here. You have to take the knight through this way, c7, and then here g6. Or if you take the knight to directly to here h6, then this bishop will capture the knight and your castle is broken. And in fact, many times in Caro Kann the castle gets broken. I've made a video on that disturbed castle, if you watch, and I've given one game also. It's played by Vishwanathan Anand and Judith Polgar. So Anand played with back and Judith Polgar made lot of attack on the castle, but finally Anand won. But it is a very nice game to view. Push the bishop here, d2. Now it takes knight to e7. Castles long side and black castles short side. Now opposite castle is there, so they can very easily attack each other's castle. He has started moving the pawns now. g4. Now black moves a5, h4, c5, a3, threatening the bishop, c cross d4, threatens the knight here, queen cross d4, knight to c6, threatening the queen, queen to d3, knight cross e5, queen to d4, knight to c6, protecting this knight and threatening the queen at the same time. Queen goes to e3, knight goes to c4 and threatens the queen again. Queen goes to e2, bishop to c5, saved the bishop, g5, queen to b6. And now can you find out the checkmate on white is nearing? Yes, definitely this attack on the b2 with the support of the knight will make a checkmate. So white doesn't realize that and he plays something else. Knight to h3. Actually he should have played b3 here, so that he can avoid the attack on b2. But he has made a mistake playing knight there, and now checkmate in one, queen cross h2. Now there are more games where white has won, and after this I'll make video on that, because the total combined video was going a bit long, so I decided to split it, and Unfortunately, I found only three games won by black. All other games are won by white. So keep watching, unsubscribe.